Hey, thanks for watching my video. Today we are going to remove the front forks on a Honda 600RR. So first thing we want to do is remove all the screws that hold the front fender on, including the screws that hold the caliper hose on. Now, I've already pulled out the screws that hold the front fender onto the forks. So there are 6 screws, typically they're Allen head screws, which hold those on. Previous owner of this bike decided it was okay to put a hodgepodge of mix match screws on the bike to hold it together. If you're listening to me talk, I'm going to tell you keep everything uniform and the same, the way it was from the manufacturer. It'll make fixing your bike, repairing your bike in the future much easier. So once you get all the screws removed off your front fender, you kind of have to fight to get the front fender through the forks, but that's okay. I hated the white bodywork. It's going to go into my bodywork trash pile in the back here. That is what the $119 bodywork from eBay looks like. It looks like total crap. But it was cheap, so the previous owner figured the cheapest way to get his bike back on the road, buy the cheapest white bodywork and put that on the bike. Next, we're going to loosen the two 10mm pinch bolts that hold the lower triple tree to the fork. And then we're going to go up top and we're going to loosen the 12mm pinch bolts. The first one I'm doing is the clip-on. We're just going to break that free. And as you can see, it was not torqued down last time. If it were torqued down, it would have broken free a lot easier. So there's all you do when you don't torque bolts is stretch the bolts. Honda bolts are pretty solid, most of them, but I have seen twisted Honda bolts from being over tightened and stretched out. So once you get both of those bolts loose, then you just grab the lower fork and kind of wiggle it. You always want to do that top one last. That way, when if your fork is loose in there, it won't fall out by itself. If you're doing the top one last, you can have your hand on the fork and kind of guide it out. You don't want your fork to drop out of the triple tree and end up on the ground. It's just bad. With these forks, it really doesn't matter because they're pretty scratched up. So I'm going to have to do a lot of refurbishment to get the scratches out of these forks and get the forks back to black the way they belong. So on the right hand side, I've already loosened my 10mm. Now I am loosening the 12mm